Today we're going to be talking about the big misconception about self-regulation. And this is something that I've been noticing a lot. This is also connecting with feminine energy. A lot of people believe that being regulated means that you are calm and relaxed and still. A lot of people also believe that feminine energy is just about relaxing and leaning in and surrendering and taking care of yourself and taking things slowly. But the biggest misconception about regulation is that you can be very still and look and feel very feminine, but at the same time be going through an enormous storm of dysregulation inside of yourself. Because being still or feminine doesn't mean that you are necessarily regulated. The misconception is also that moving fast and moving at lightning speed means dysregulation, and that at some point you will burn out, and that is not feminine. But that's really funny, because you can be moving at the speed of light and moving really fast and going for one level after another level after another level and still be regulated. Because regulation doesn't mean stillness. You can be still on the outside, but experiencing a lot of turmoil and dysregulation inside. And you can also be moving really fast and doing a lot of things outside, but being very still within. I feel this is such an amazing conversation for us to have, because a lot of people believe that being highly ambitious and moving really fast is only a masculine trait. And that for you to be feminine, you need to slow down and relax and be still. And just enjoy the moment. But the act of moving fast in a regulated state is also a really feminine trait. Because feminine desires to experience, feminine desires to enjoy more. And so the biggest misconception that I've seen about regulation is that regulation equals stillness and slowness. And that moving fast means dysregulation. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that something that I've found in my own life that has been so interesting and so beautiful to witness in the last few years is that waiting for regulation is a sign of dysregulation. So whenever something happens in your life that is triggering or confronting or challenging, when you wait to be regulated, to then do something about it, that can be a sign of dysregulation itself. Because you are incapable of dealing with what's present in your life right now. And so you either dissociate or freeze before you handle it. Now I want to say that this message is not for everyone. Not at all. This message is for those who are lit up by a really pure heart, but also a really high ambition. Where getting too comfortable in your comfort zone is no longer necessarily a sign of regulation, but a sign of stagnation. For those of us who have really big desires and really big ambitions and really big dreams, more is required of us. And this will not make sense to most people. My message will not make sense to most people. But then again, I'm not talking to most people. I'm talking to those of you who really resonate with this fire. With those of you who know you are meant for more because you have so much spaciousness inside of you for more desires and more experiences, more aliveness. And the bigger your desires and the bigger your dreams, the more the universe or life or whatever you want to call it will require of you as well. And it's funny because for so many years in my life, when I was highly sensitive and highly spiritual and also highly dissociated, it looked on the outside and also for myself, I thought I was regulated because I was meditating every single day. I was doing yoga. I was a vegan. I was relaxed. I was in my feminine energy. It looked like regulation, but it was dissociation and freeze disguised as regulation. And it's so funny now in my life that a lot of people don't understand how I do so much right now. And it feels like, oh my God, how can you handle it all? How do you do so much? Because I have normalized getting out of my comfort zone and expanding my capacity every single day. Expanding my capacity means being more comfortable in discomfort. It means that when things get challenging or uncomfortable, instead of dissociating or go to do a practice to self-regulate, I can hold myself through that discomfort. And I can show up for myself, for my business, for my clients, for my people at a much higher capacity. Not because I learned to regulate my emotions by doing somatic practices or meditations, but because I trained my nervous system for a long period of time to withstand discomfort and constantly lean into the unknown. And this is something so beautiful that I see in the spiritual community, in the nervous system community, in the feminine community. There are so many women, and men as well, but I'm going to speak more about women. There are so many women that have such big hearts and big dreams that are receiving mentorship or consuming information that instead of igniting their power is giving them a pat on the shoulder like, oh yeah, you stay small, you stay feminine, you stay quiet, because that's being regulated. Instead of having a space where someone is there with you, holding the energy with you as you keep expanding out of your comfort zone and creating more capacity in your nervous system and in your body. More capacity to deal with more responsibilities, more challenges, more money, more clients, more people, more love, more everything. And instead of reframing from interacting with life, you have the tools and the capacity to withstand any storm because you have built your capacity. This is something I'm so passionate about because this is like the one shift that transformed. I know this is such a cliche thing to say, especially online. Oh, this one thing changed my life. But it's true. It's a cliche, but it's true. The one thing that transformed my life completely in all areas, that touched every single part of my life and of my being, has been to constantly expand my capacity. And instead of withholding from life, instead of going to regulate and dissociate from the uncomfortable situation to then confront it when I'm regulated, the more I was able to deal with uncomfortable things, which has therefore made me a more capable leader. And being a leader does not necessarily mean to lead anyone else, but to lead yourself. This is funny because I don't feel I coach my clients. What I do is I lead myself, and I become a mirror and an activator for them to lead themselves. So my message is not for people who just want to play small and just want to live a comfortable life and that are so happy where they are and they just want to stay there. If that's you, that's really beautiful and that's your path. But I'm here for those who have this insatiable hunger and desire to always be expanding, to always be evolving and upgrading. And doing that in a way that feels fun and exciting and sustainable. Where you're not having really big highs, but then unable to deal with the lows. When you are constantly expanding your nervous system capacity in a sustainable way to constantly create new level after new level after new level after new level, and being able to have that sustainable, ever-growing growth. Ever-growing growth, that's funny. So this is the work and the play for the women and the people who are highly ambitious. And highly ambitious doesn't necessarily mean in terms of money or material things or success. Highly ambitious can also be about self-development and being highly ambitious of always upgrading your sense of self. It's not just about external or material things. It's about your relationship with yourself for you to constantly be rising into your highest potential. And your highest potential is not something that you just arrive at and then you stay there. Your highest potential is a constant journey of evolution that is never ending. So this is the work that I do with my clients, and this is what actually lights my soul on fire. Working with people that are just comfortable where they are, and they keep making excuses for where they are, and calling it regulation or being spiritual or being feminine, that does not light my soul on fire. What lights my soul on fire is working with people who know they are meant for more. And they also know that because they are meant for more, more will be required of them. So I speak directly to you. I speak directly to the woman inside of you who knows that it's not going to work for you to just work with anyone or coach anyone or be coached by anyone, because not everyone will have these codes of high achievement and nervous system expansion. Not everyone will have the standards that you have for yourself. And so you need to find a mentor, a coach, friends, and people around you who hold you in that light and in that capacity and have such big visions and goals where your paths actually make sense, where what they are coaching you makes sense for you. I have seen this so many times with myself being mentored by someone else. And I've seen it with myself mentoring other people. That if you get a mentor or a coach that says, oh yeah, you are already doing so much and you can just relax and regulate yourself and be feminine. Well, that has a place, of course. But you can regulate yourself and be feminine and be also moving at the speed of light. It's a very different energy. There are coaches and mentors who are supposed to regulate your nervous system, and that is their work, and that is beautiful, And that is so necessary, and we need that so much. But then you have coaches and mentors that are not just space holders, but they are activators and expanders. And this is what I do. I will not just hold space for you where you are. I will be compassionate, but I will also hold you in your standards of your highest potential. I will hold you in that energy. And whenever I see you falling back into excuses, having thoughts, and consuming information from other people that instead of activating you are just saying that it's okay for you to stay stagnant or to play small or to hide, I'm not here for that. That does not light my soul on fire. I'm here to be lit up and to activate you into lighting yourself up. I'm here for the highly ambitious, pure-hearted women who know they are meant for more. And because you are meant for more, most advice that other people give to other people will not resonate for you. It will not apply to you. And so instead of looking to what other people are doing, how other people are coaching, how other people are leading their businesses and leading their lives and leading their relationships, you don't look to the sides. You stay focused on your vision and you look forward. You stay in your own lane instead of getting distracted by that coach said this thing, this coach said this thing, and this YouTube video said this thing, and that book said something else, and this teacher said this and this said that. No, you don't get distracted by outside noise. You connect with your vision and you connect with your path and you lean forward. You do not get distracted. This is the woman who leads first. And this is the woman that I love being surrounded by, being mentored by, and mentoring. These are my people. The ones who are leading their path so much that they don't get distracted by what other people are doing. You lead yourself. You move first. So if this is you, I'm so happy to invite you into this space where instead of being distracted by being more feminine, being more regulated, slowing down, being less ambitious, just be grateful for where you are and what you have. You get to be grateful for where you are and what you have, and also be ready to the next step. This is the woman I work with. This is you first. This is the space. This is the mastermind for the highly ambitious woman who do not follow previously paved paths, but are here to lead a new path. And because you are leading a new path, you will not have instructions. You will have activators who are also leading their path, but you will not have an instruction manual because you go first and the universe responds. If this is you, send me a DM with the word "you first" to join our mastermind. I'm so excited to welcome you in. Beautiful leader who is here for more. I'm so excited to be the activator and the mirror to the power of your own leadership in your own path, in your unique way. This is what I love doing the most. This is the space for you to move yourself first, to guide yourself first, to have all the supports and all the guidance and all the things that you desire, but not receive an instruction manual that looks like someone else's, but to find your own path and what resonates for you. I'm so excited. So I see that you are already sending me messages. Please send me a DM with that That's gonna be it for now. I'm sending you all the love and blessings, and I will see you next time.